Have you ever walked outside to enjoy your bird feeders only to find a mob of starlings, blackbirds, or even crows taking over the entire feeding station? They're noisy, aggressive, and they eat everything in sight, sometimes even scaring off the birds you actually want to see. The good news, you can absolutely enjoy backyard bird feeding without dealing with these bully birds. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the most effective ways to protect your feeders, your seed budget, and your peace of mind, all while keeping your favorite songbirds happy and safe. Birds like starlings, grackles, crows, and blackbirds tend to show up in groups. They're bold, they crowd the feeding ports, and they don't like to share. In just one morning, they can drain an entire feeder, scare off chickadees and finches, and leave a mess of shells and waste on the ground. Sometimes they even damage feeders, or worse, keep regular birds from returning. Now, here's something most people don't realize. Starlings are showing up because of what we're offering them. They're primarily insect eaters, so they love suet cakes with peanuts or fruit, suet balls and plugs, dried mealworms, or blends heavily filled with insects. They also tend to be attracted to mixes that have cracked corn in them. If you're using any of those, you may be unintentionally rolling out the red carpet for these nuisance birds. But don't worry, we have smarter ways to feed that still attract all of your favorites, so you don't necessarily have to stop feeding those foods. Let's start with one of the most effective tools, caged feeders. These are perfect for chickadees, finches, nuthatches, downy woodpeckers, sparrows, and other small birds. The key is the spacing of the cage. We only carry cages with 1.5-inch openings. That's small enough to keep starlings, blackbirds, and other larger birds out, while letting your smaller songbirds feed in peace. Many store-bought cages are 2 inches wide, and that's too big. It lets the problem birds squeeze in. So if you've tried cages before and they didn't work, the spacing may be an issue. Next up is the Eliminator Feeder, and this one is brilliant. It's a weight-sensitive feeder, meaning it closes automatically when something heavy lands on it. And it can be adjusted to close on large birds, but not small birds. So the moment a starling, crow, or squirrel hops on, the feeding port's shut. But smaller birds, no problem. The ports stay open for chickadees, sparrows, goldfinches, and even cardinals. It's adjustable, durable, and easy to clean, and it works incredibly well to keep the bullies out without chemicals, traps, or stress. Let's talk seed. This one is one of the easiest ways to make a big difference. If your mix has cracked corn, suet, or other starling attractants, that's like ringing a dinner bell for blackbirds and starlings. But safflower seed, that's our secret weapon. Safflower is high protein, high fat seed that cardinals, chickadees, nuthatches, grosbeaks, and other finches love. But starlings and grackles, they almost never touch it. We've had countless customers switch to safflower and see the problem disappear within days. It's one of the simplest changes you can make, and it's a clean, low waste, and great for small backyard feeders. And here's a few bonus tips that may help. First, try feeding early or late in the day. Nuisance birds often feed mid-morning. Second, reduce the amount of food you're putting out at once. Less food means less mess and fewer opportunities for problem birds. Third, if you're using suet, try blends without peanuts or fruit, or stick to straight fat or insect cakes in a cage holder, or a woodpecker specialized holder. And finally, rotate your feeders from time to time. Birds like crows and grackles are smart and they memorize routines. Changing locations can throw them off just enough to discourage them. If nuisance birds are ruining your bird feeding experience, you're not alone, and we're here to help. Every backyard is a little different, But the right combination of feeder style, seed type, and strategy can make a huge difference. We carry all the tools and products you've seen here, from safflower seed and cage feeders to the Eliminator and more, right here at Wild Birds Unlimited Kamloops. Stop in, give us a call, or order online. We're happy to help you build a setup that works. Thanks for watching, and happy birding.